Good morning. Thank you for joining us as we take time in reflecting upon our scripture reading for today. If you've not already done so, I invite you to turn to the Gospel of John, chapter 20, and verses 19 to 31. Jesus said, "Peace be with you." The Spirit of peace is a gift that enables the disciples to go out and to be witnesses. It helps to release them from the trauma of the crucifixion. It enables them to continue in joy and to tell others what they have seen and heard. It is the catalyst for their mission, resurrection joy, the peace of God transforming their lives. If they hadn't received that peace, then they would still be stuck in a locked room somewhere for fear. We need Easter joy to sustain us through life, the difficult times as well as the happy ones. There's a pattern of death and resurrection. And the Spirit of peace is how we sustain ourselves through this repeating pattern, and particularly in these days during lockdown, when we're faced with anxiety and fear, wondering what will happen and when. We need that peace. But the good news is that the risen Christ breaks through the locked doors of our lives, breaks through into our fear-filled hearts, and he brings his peace. And with his peace comes his joy. So why don't you just pause, take a moment and invite the Spirit of God to invade your life right now with his resurrection joy and peace. Thomas was convinced that Jesus was dead and that dead people do not come back to life. Even his friends could not persuade him. They told him that they had seen Jesus. They told him the story of the resurrection, and yet he refused to believe. Part of the life Jesus invites us into is one where our blind spots are gently revealed so that we can appreciate more of who God is. Has God ever surprised you in the way he surprised Thomas? If not, is it possible that you are missing seeing God because you don't expect to see him? Pause for a moment. Invite the Spirit to open your eyes and surprise you. Jesus doesn't condemn Thomas's lack of belief. Rather, he invites him into an even closer relationship with himself. We may not be able to touch Jesus as Thomas did, but he invites us to come as close to him in worship as Thomas did in that first encounter. How will you reach out to Jesus as he stands before you right now? Take one more moment to pause. Reach out to Jesus and share your hearts, your joys, your worries, your desires. Do it. Then worship him, my Lord and my God.